So, a little over a month ago, I had taken a class on how to make pizza from scratch at an academy called Classic Cooking in Scottsdale, Arizona. And once I learned, I decided I want to try this at home here in my kitchen that you see in this video using real, authentic flour from Napoli, Italy. And I experimented with making the pizza on my own, which came out somewhat decent. And then I told a friend of mine who was born and raised in Italy, he came over to my house. He made his version of a of an authentic Italian pizza, or as authentic as it gets, which looked 10 times better. And as we sat down to eat this pizza that looked really good, that he had made with real Italian flour, mozzarella, tomato sauce from scratch, all these different things, he shared with me a piece of advice regarding cooking that I think could be beneficial to nearly anyone, whether you're a very amateur cook like myself, you're a hobbyist, or a professional cook. I think this little piece of advice in this 2-minute clip can be very helpful to you. And keep in mind, while you're watching this little piece of advice of my friend regarding cooking, keep in mind the state of food in America today. We have fast food, we have bioengineered food, we have food with a list of ingredients, many of which you cannot pronounce, which shouldn't be the case. Keep all of these things in mind. And here is that little clip on cooking advice.
What were you going to say?
When you're cooking and you're following a recipe, don't be afraid to put your own touch in there. The recipe is just a guide, a skeleton,
I would agree.
so to speak, right? And I assure you, whoever wrote that recipe, their taste buds are very different from yours, okay? Because typically the recipes that we come in contact are written by someone who doesn't have well-developed taste buds, if you have the ear to hear what I'm saying. And so because of that, if we make it strictly by the recipe, it'll come out meh, right? But if it calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, right? And you decide that's not enough, you're gonna put a 1/2 teaspoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon. Do that. Do that. And then whatever ingredients are on that recipe, there's one ingredient that should be in everything that you cook, and that's love. Cook with love, because what you are doing is you are nourishing somebody. You are providing someone nourishment. And that's just on a basic level. Aside from, if we not only are you providing them nourishment, but a meal is a meeting place. You know what I'm saying? That's a happy time, right? So you're providing happiness. Happiness and love go hand in hand. Put that in every recipe.
Thank you very much.
And there you go. Make sure you cook with love. And if you're using GMOs, bioengineered ingredients, and things like organic seedless watermelons, I don't think you're cooking with love. Anyway, comment your thoughts below. I'm curious to hear what all of you have to say about this.